A charming antique shop called Eccentric Treasures might be found in the middle of a peaceful suburban community. It was well known for its odd and interesting assortment of artifacts. The doll, a doll with a disturbing presence, stood out among the shop's many oddities and drew the attention of everyone who came. The creepy doll, as it became known, was one of a kind. Glassy blue eyes seemed to follow you wherever you went, and its porcelain face was permanently smiling in an unpleasant way. Its little hands held a lifelike quality that sent chills down your spine, and its long black hair flowed down its elegantly adorned figure. It was said that the doll was made by the mysterious Agatha Blackwood, a toy maker who was said to have psychic abilities. It was whispered that the creepy doll was fashioned in her likeness and harbored a dark soul. The doll had been on display at Eccentric Treasures as a macabre curiosity for years, but no one had ever brought it home. The arrival of Tom and Emily Brooks and their daughter Lily transformed the dynamic of the aria. Lily, a curious and creative young girl, has always been interested in the supernatural and the out of the ordinary. She stared at the creepy doll in the shop window transfixed. She was mesmerized by its eerie allure and urged her parents to buy it for her. Tom and Emily gave in to their daughter's doll obsession and bought her one, but they had no idea the doll was harboring a dark power. Strange occurrences started occurring the instant it entered their home. Even when secured in a cabinet, Lily's parents discovered the doll would go from room to room. In the middle of the night, they overheard hushed voices that could have only come from the doll itself. They thought it was all in their heads at first, but things quickly got worse. The doll's evil influence got greater as the days went into weeks. Lily's dreams became increasingly terrifying as the creepy doll lured her into a gloomy underworld. Her parents attempted to remove the doll from her possession several times, but each time they were overcome with fear. The doll's voice, which had been scarcely discernible at first, grew louder. It spoke eerie words into Lily's ear, telling horrific tales of death and sorrow. It pushed her to act in ways that violated her sense of morality as a youngster. Tom and Emily, worried about the creepy doll's influence on their daughter, sought advice from professionals. However, they were advised that the doll was more than just a toy. It was actually a vehicle for a malicious spirit. They would have to find out where the doll came from and face whatever evil forces were behind it. The Brooks family learned the sinister backstory of Agatha Blackwood, the toy maker, in their search for answers. She allegedly made a deal with a bitter ghost to give her dolls supernatural abilities. One such object was the creepy doll, whose restless spirit demanded vengeance. Lily's strange and unsettling conduct escalated as the doll's influence grew stronger. She started exhibiting symptoms of possession, such babbling in tongues and acting irrationally. Her worried parents had exhausted all options for protecting their daughter. The family held a seance to try and make contact with the vengeful spirit trapped in the doll so that they might liberate Lily. The room became filled with an unearthly ambiance as they chanted, and the creepy doll's glassy eyes glowed with an awful light as it seemed to come to life. The doll's essence was driven out with a frightening scream, and it reverted to a dead porcelain figurine. Lily was relieved of its spell, but she was fatigued and emotionally scarred from their struggle. A terrifying warning is provided by the creepy doll that inanimate objects, no matter how harmless they appear, can conceal deadly energies beyond our comprehension. This story will leave you feeling uneasy and aware of the lingering presence of the strange and unsettling. It combines elements of psychological horror, supernatural horror, and the haunting power of the unexplained.